Hey everyone, so been at the bin site for a few hours, dumped the truck that was loaded of wet corn from last night, and then once it was dumped, we started pouring out the northeast grain bin full of dry corn. So right now I'm in the semi loaded, headed over to our local ethanol plant. It's not too far away from the bin site, 15 miles or so. As for today goes, I feel like I'm going to be in the truck quite a bit, unless somehow I swap with Dad and end up in the combine somehow. But he was at the grain dryer with me and trying to get that going. We're still struggling to keep that thing lit. We changed out the thermocouple a few days ago, and we thought we had it fixed, but it's still acting up on us here and there. He took off with the 8100 and the Kilbros gravity wagon, so he's going to start hauling the corn that's loaded on the grain cart and combine right now. We had everything filled up when we shut down, so he's only got like a 1.5 mile trip one way, so I guess it's a couple miles both ways, but not too far from the bin site still. So he's using the gravity wagon while I'm hogging the semi and moving corn. I'm gonna go get this dumped, and then I'm gonna head over to the combine and grain cart and start hauling wet corn again to the wet bin and dryer. Dad is still trying to get all the machines unloaded from what we made yesterday. The combine's still full there, so that should fit on the wagon there, and then that will be full and we can go dump that again. Get that out of the way, and then we can back the truck on the gravel there. Say that's full. Truck is backed in. I'm gonna jump in the 8100 and take this over to the dryer. It's just me and Dad today, so I'm gonna be jumping all over the place in different machines. The 8410, semi, the 8100. There's just something fun about pulling an old wagon loaded with the tractor. I can't say that I really want to rely on just having this as our main grain transport. That would get pretty old. I mean, I'm only doing 18 miles an hour right now, but we're only going 1.5 miles up the road towards the bin site, so it's pretty fun. It's old school, and a lot of people still, that's all they have is gravity wagons. In this day and age, there's not a grain elevator in every other town, and farms are scattered all over more and more, so these are kind of outdated, at least for the area we are farming in. But there's still a handful of guys that still use them, and that's their main source of grain transportation. I think someday we'd actually like to get a bigger one. This one holds about 500 bushel. They make ones that hold around 7, I believe. That's about as big as you can get for gravity wagons. But it's just nice to have this wagon when you're working around the bin site and all these farms. We got tight driveways and everything else. But again, we really don't use this wagon that much, except for, you know, corn harvest and stuff. So this is bought and paid for. It's definitely not on the top of our shopping list, I'll put it that way. But maybe someday, either that or give this one a good makeover at least. It looks pretty tough, but again, it mostly just sits for how many months out of the year. So, but if we have a little bit of free time and a couple days, we can get this painted up and make it look a little bit nicer at least. It's not too often I use the mirrors on the tractors because everything has kind of got cameras so you can see fairly decent whenever you're pulling, but I'm gonna gonna try to adjust these mirrors a little bit better. Pulling this wagon. This one you can't see. This one's not too bad. Looks like he's got a couple dumps on the grain cart already, so we'll go dump that on the semi and run the grain cart for a couple rounds, and then once the semi's full, I'll head back over to the bin site, and everything's gonna get really repetitive for the next couple hours until the wet bin's full. Once that's full, we kind of gotta stop and wait for the dryer to do its thing, and we're gonna fill up the machines, and yeah, really repetitive once we get going. Dad has on him now should top off the truck, so I'm going to park the grain cart where I found it so he can keep working over here and just dumping on the cart. That timed out actually pretty good. This should fill up the truck about 3/4, so we'll make another combine load while I'm dumping, and then he'll top off the truck with the combine, and then I'll hit the road again. Been running back and forth for some time now, but the wet bin is finally full. So we're gonna get everything on wheels. I'm not sure how many acres are left, but I think we might be able to finish up this farm yet tonight and get everything on wheels. Fill up the wagon yet. Got an empty semi, but grain cart's full now. Dad's working on the combine load over here. So that's gonna make a semi load right there, but then we'll have the wagon left, grain cart and combine. Jumped in the combine here. Dad took off with the loaded semi. I'm gonna stay behind and fill everything up. Should be able to fit everything on machines. We potentially have another truck coming to pick up dry corn. So he's gonna go make sure they get loaded okay. Then if we actually get done, he can bring the pickup back and we can even drop the head on the header cart and move that back down the road. Wagon is full now. Already got one dump on the grain cart. This is how much I have left. It's hard to tell how many rows. Well, this is it. Last pass. Well, this farm is done. Got everything to fit on the wagon and grain cart. I'm gonna start picking up here. Probably gonna end up leaving the grain cart and combine here. Just wait to move stuff tomorrow morning. I'll probably head back with the wagon. We tracked this farm up a little bit, but nowhere near as bad as I thought we were going to. The next farm we're going to is gonna be the same way. I think it's not tiled, and I do believe we did work that one, and that one might even be a little bit worse than here. So after the next farm, we're gonna be going back onto tiled ground and finishing up corn harvest the rest of the way on tiled fields. I'm gonna start picking up here, but I think that's gonna do it for this one. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.